This tutorial covers various uses of the selection methods and options discussed previously. Basically, painting selections, saving selections, and applying the methods to multiple objects. For this demonstration, we will load the ball object to the grid. Using the Rectangle Selection tool, we will select several sections of the geometry. By clicking on the Paint Face tool, all the selected faces will take on the current material displayed in the Material Editor, or ME. Once the Paint Face tool is active, all future selections will immediately take on the current material or color in the ME. We change the color and make a selection. The selection updates. While in this mode, the freehand selection tool behaves just like the Paint Face tool. Holding down the Control key will turn the cursor to the Inspect mode and load the selected color into the ME with a click. Faces are painted as they are selected. The mode can be turned off with a click on the Object Selection tool. One thing to remember is that the paint face by selection action cannot be undone. However, painting a face directly can be undone. It can take some time to set up selections. The Named Selections tool allows you to come back to previous selections you have named and saved. Colors, materials, points, edges, faces, or combinations of all these can be saved. The edit mode you are in while making the selection will be saved as well. Once a selection is made, you open the Name Selection tool and click on the Add button. You rename the default SEL to something meaningful and hit Enter. We have now saved a selection. These selections are saved with the object and can be recalled at any time. Object copies will retain the named selections. This tool will work with animated hierarchies as well. One warning is that it is best to use this tool when all modeling is completed. Any geometry manipulations can delete all the named selections for the object or modify the selections with extra faces. Using the Copy tool, we will now have several balls around our scene. Using the Paint Over Existing Material tool, we will change the colors on the others. It is possible to use the Lasso and Rectangle tools to select multiple objects or even select them directly, but the tools are not selected first to do so. Here is how it works. While holding the Control key or the Shift key, we can click on each object directly to add it to the selection. A second click while holding down either key will deselect the object and remove it from the selection. For the next part, we will move the axis of one of the balls to a different location. If we hold the Control key and click and drag, we will create a rectangle selection window that will add objects to the selection whose axes lie within the window. Holding the Shift key and dragging will create a window that deselects anything whose axis is inside it. Holding the Control key with a right click and drag around an object activates the Multi-Object Lasso tool. Any objects whose axes lie within the freehand curve will be added to the selection. Again, the Shift key with the sequence will unselect the surrounded objects. While objects are thus grouped as a selection, we can glue them together with the Glue as Sibling tool that is discussed in a later tutorial. Notice that the group is now a hierarchy. Also, a selection group can be Boolean added to another object outside of the selection. Notice that the group is now a single object.